This month I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it.
Oh, go figure. Look at this. Oh, look at this. First thing I do is I say, would you look at this? You know what I mean? Yes. Oh, where is he? I'd like to look at it. You look at it. I was so mad.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quarter. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Now we have finally heard from the executives via a new leak about their reaction to the Dylan Mulvaney disaster. In fact, new market numbers also show the loss exceeding $6 billion in market cap. And now it's a game of who's to blame. And almost certainly someone will be fired over the next couple of days. Everything in this story continues to keep getting wild. Keep the pressure up by leaving a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, you like the coverage, obviously I don't only cover Bud Light, but subscribe down below and that would be great. So we have a new details emerge over, quote, mistake that led to Bud Light's paid marketing engagement with Dylan Mulvaney, on top of a story brought to you by The Publica, a very awesome new website that, well, I own. And well, there it is. I still have some placeholder articles to replace, but yeah, this is me. And we've got staff writers. We've got Lauren Southern, Anna Slatz. We've got Savannah Hernandez. We've got a whole Sydney Watson. So yeah, soft launch. I just want to mention it today. It's got a members only Discord. It's got some members premium content. If you want to support us under goals on the page, you can see exactly what we have as a staff and exactly how you can get access to it. We've got a real-time counter here as we reach our goals. I hope that you'll support us there, but let's actually get to the article. Dylan Mulvaney controversy costs Anheuser-Busch over $5 billion in market value. Anheuser-Busch, the parent company of Bud Light, has suffered a loss of more than $5 billion. By the way, see, now I'm not reading someone else's articles. I'm reading my own. This is the dream. Since it announced its partnership with Dylan Mulvaney, a controversial transgender social media influencer. Mulvaney, a trans-identified male, was featured on a limited release Bud Light can. Mulvaney promoted the brand in a series of social media posts. One especially viral video featured Mulvaney sitting in a bubble bath surrounded by Bud Light cans. Since the announcement on March 31st, Anheuser-Busch's shares have fallen by nearly 4%, with the company's market capitalization dropping from $132.38 billion to $127.13 billion on Wednesday. The companies fell more than 1.5%. The shares fell by more than 1.5% on Monday alone, or on Wednesday alone. Now, earlier today, I was looking at their stock, and it had made a slight recovery earlier in the day. So it'll be interesting to see if the storm is over that way. But we're also going to get sales numbers. The partnership resulted, obviously, in nationwide backlash against the brand. Sales have taken a significant hit, and shares continue to fall. Bud Light distributors, including bars across the country, have either dropped the brand or noticed an enormous decrease in sales. The owner of Case and Bucks in Missouri, for example, said his Bud Light sales dropped by roughly 40%. The controversy also led to boycott of other Anheuser-Busch products, which include Budweiser, Stella Artois, Michelob Ultra, and Busch Beer. With this in mind, industry experts have said the fallout could have staying power. And I'll let you read the rest of the article over on thepublica.com. Again, we have a couple of placeholder articles that need to be replaced, but you can even see this isn't even really fully released yet, but we have an exclusive Savannah Hernandez video on the channel that you can watch. That's really funny and interesting, and hopefully you'll support us. Go to the goals page, see what we got going on, and it's going to be an awesome 2024. Now, to that other website, which reports new details emerge over mistake that led to Bud Light's paid marketing engagement with Dylan Mulvaney. They now admit it was a mistake. New details have emerged over what allegedly happened inside of Anheuser-Busch earlier this spring that led to the highly controversial Dylan Mulvaney landing a paid marketing engagement with one of the company's top brands, Bud Light, and how the company has responded to the backlash. Listen to this. Quote, "No one at the senior level of the company was aware of Bud Light's polarizing partnership with Dylan Mulvaney," sources close to the situation claim. The company is also allegedly pausing all marketing efforts and scrambling to implement a more robust process for evaluating future influencer partnerships. I mean, the left keeps saying that this was a tempest in a teapot and then it was not, no big deal, that you lazy bums out there, you weren't going to actually boycott it. Well, looks like you did, and looks like you should absolutely keep it up. See, what needs to happen, kind of the next phase of this, is the prolonged avoidance of all those products. Look, you can drink Coors Light for a little while, or you can drink Miller for a little while, right? For like 3 months. Just give it like 3 months. And then when their sales numbers come out, that's going to be it. Once they actually report sales numbers, which usually come at the end of the week internally, I don't know if those things are public, but I'm sure they'll make their way public through anonymous sources. By the way, the Publica always needs sources, so you can email us at contact@thepublica.com. We're also hiring too, so anyway, that's for a different video. The claims come despite the company's vice president of marketing recently touting her mandate to make the brand more inclusive after the company issued a statement confirming the partnership and describing it as an attempt to authentically connect with audiences across various demographics and passion points. Obviously, we know how the controversy started with the March Madness thing. Influential conservative activist Rogan O'Hanley, known as DC Drano, on Twitter said that last week that sources inside the company told him that C-level executives were angered over the marketing engagement with Mulvaney. Former Newsmax host John Cardillo wrote on Twitter that it appeared that those same executives did not approve the Mulvaney campaign. He writes, "I've been digging into this. I'm finding this to be 100% true. Anheuser-Busch has donated far more to the GOP candidates than the Democrats and far more than woke Molson Coors. Looks like the Dylan Mulvaney campaign was not approved by senior executives. Heads should roll." That followed the scoop. Anheuser-Busch Insider tells me that execs are angry at the release of the Dylan Mulvaney can. It was not posted in any AB or BL social medias, so it wasn't on, Bud Light didn't post it, right? It just went out there. Somebody just went rogue and went there. Now, certainly as a brand, to deny that Dylan Mulvaney has a giant audience would be absurd. Of course, dude does, okay? And nobody's talking more about any other beer right now than Bud Light. The difference is that it's not positive, and that everything coming out about Bud Light now is negative. It's stories about sales dropping. It's stories about executives, I'm sure these executives will also continue to leak information. Zero Hedge yesterday wrote, "Bar owners say customers have stopped ordering Bud Light after the campaign." This is a brand new article yesterday. I mean, this is not going away. It's just not. It's going to be on, it's going to be on, Fox News every single night. You see, the Tea Party Patriot said, "This is real. Went to my local store, and she said they haven't sold a 12-pack or a 30-pack of Bud Light this entire week." And here's a video. Real. Oh, I can't play the audio. But yeah, you see this section, all the Miller Lights gone, Coors gone, brand new, completely stocked shelves of Budweiser and Miller Lite and Busch Light, everybody else. I mean, if it's like this in thousands of stores, think of the actual impact this is happening. And you see here, as an update, Ollie London posts, "In the light of backlash against Bud Light and now losing over $6 billion in brand value," it's come back a little bit today. Anheuser-Busch, the brand's parent company, is reportedly temporarily halting all marketing efforts to reevaluate the brand's advertising campaigns. The brand will also in the future evaluate all influencer partnerships. You see, multiple days since the Dylan Mulvaney debacle with Bud Light. Since then, none of the accounts below the Anheuser-Busch have tweeted a single thing. That shows that they did not expect the backlash. They are hunkering down and waiting for this to blow over. Don't let it. I 100% agree. And by the way, remember this person below them posts, I haven't used Gillette since their Suburban Dads at Barbecues, our toxic ad. And I'm not going back to Bud either. Just think about that. Like, that was real. Like, a lot of people, the Daily Wire launched a whole razor brand because of that. I launched Coffee Brand Coffee because of that, among other things. People remember that. It's so easy to not buy a Gillette razor. It's so easy to not buy Bud Light. You can just drink something else. And then you can tell everyone else, you tell everyone else about it, and it's going to extend. The fact that they had no idea, the fact that they're putting this out there, that they had no idea, seems really unlikely. I bet you they probably did have some clue. Somebody got convinced. Somebody made a bad decision. Either that or this particular VP of marketing acted alone and went rogue and hired this person because they're clearly a woke feminist. That's their own, by the way, that's their own terminology, not mine. And you're talking about, remember, she talks about how she's the first woman to ever had the Bud Light company. How's that working out? What this means now is we had one weekend, like obviously beer sales are probably the highest of the week on Friday and Saturday, almost certainly. Last week we had a big push. Now this week will be the second big weekend. So remember to not buy Bud Light. Instead of getting Bud Light, support independent, non-corporate shill reporting. Just check out what the Publica has to offer, thepublica.com. Support the site, become a member, get into the members only Discord. By the way, we have, I'll do this all in a different video, but we have multiple podcasts launching, myself included. I have a brand new show called Dictated But Not Read. We have a show called Up at 5. We have a show with Lauren Southern, Anna Slats, called FemK Ultra. We've got all sorts of shows starting in May. So this is a bit of a soft launch. And I hope you'll check out some of the articles because, we've been working hard and there's lots to read. I'll leave a link in the description. Maybe we'll crash the website today. Hopefully we can I'm hoping to get to the 2% number, 2% of our overall goal. We're at 0.38% right now, but no one really knows about it. We'll talk to you again real soon.